the BBC's video may not have been clear enough for people, so we thought we would explain a bit more about what kind of masks are appropriate, and
what options
people have.
Let's run through some of those options.
So here's the first one. You've shown this on the program in the past, Patrick. Of course, this allows people to get a better idea of emotions, perhaps in the people they're interacting with, because you can see the people's mouths, whether they're smiling or frowning or what it might be.
Sure, there's a fetching couple here, and of course they're probably very expressive and so forth. So this type of item works for them, and it follows all of the safety guidelines.
Absolutely. So that one gets a tick. Unfortunately, this mask doesn't get a tick, Patrick. This one wouldn't work because that does not cover your mouth and nose, so that isn't going to work.
It doesn't work for stopping the virus, but it might work for other things. We'll get on to that in a minute when we talk about what's popular in Westminster, Mike. But
yeah, absolutely.
Hold that thought.
Absolutely. This might be an option, using more than one mask at a time.
Well, this is, we have to give a lot of credit to this person here. They've doubled up, basically. So not only do they have the a bandana, but they've got the kind of surgical thing, over the top of it. So that's double protection, it's double layers. Is it enough? Is it enough scientifically? We don't know. Could the virus get through both of those layers? We don't know. But they're really making that extra effort, Mike. Yeah, so they're going to pass.
They pass
the safety test.
This one passes the safety test as well.
This does. Now, this might look like an unconventional solution, folks, but in these troubled times, we need to be innovative in our problem solving, and this actually works because it does cover the nose. According to the BBC, this would pass.
Absolutely, this passes, yes.
Exactly.
But this one will not pass because, unfortunately, there are holes for you to breathe through in the nose.
There are, but there's ways, if you insert some tape or something like that over the nostrils inside, that might make it passable, basically.
Okay.
How you would breathe, though, is another question, because it is a solid, that's the sort of Phantom of the Opera model.
Okay,
yeah.
Well, here's another positive one.
Yeah, I like this for a number of reasons. And the reason I like this, A, because it's cost effective. There's no barrier to entry on cost. You can buy a whole pack of filters wholesale, and you've got basically, and you could change your mask literally a few times a day. It won't cost you a lot, easy to dispose of, and as you can see, Mike, he has customized this mask by putting a message on there. So this type of thing allows you to express yourself. I like this on so many levels.
Okay, so that gets a tick. This one gets a tick as well, and perhaps if people are fighting in supermarkets, perhaps we'll see much more of this type of thing.
Sure, and what I like about this is she was inspired by that film Guardians of the Galaxy. This is the I Am Groot mask, but just really using a simple piece of lettuce. And so it works on so many levels. And guess what? You can eat it afterwards. So, I mean, what's not to like about that?
Okay, but this one unfortunately won't work, Patrick. Putting a piece of cardboard with a face drawn on it, that isn't going to work.
Well, that's arguable. I like this as long as they can hold their hand up long enough to sustain that pose. Then technically it does work, Mike.
Okay,
it provides a barrier and a shield. I think you're being a little bit too critical on that one.
This one?
Now, this might look like it's unconventional and a bit weird, but guess what? This is an absolutely incredible adaptation. Look at the way that the bottom of the sneaker fits nicely, naturally around the chin. So it does mimic the curvature of the face. Not only that, but there's literally 3 layers, 3 barriers of filter inside that trainer, inside that shoe. And it comes with the shoelaces, automatically can be used to tie, and it's adjustable in size. I mean, this ticks every box.
Absolutely. So that gets a big green tick.
That's better than the coffee filter. Why? Because the shoe is more durable and it's going to last longer, and it's got so much protection. I like this a lot.
Okay, this one I'm going to give a tick to, Patrick, because this, of course, is a paintball mask. People will be scared of anybody wearing this. It fits any size, and so it automatically enforces social distancing. So I'm arguing that there's a tick on this.
But a mosquito could fly right through there and in. So if a mosquito can fly in, I'm sure the corona could slide in there as well. Now I do like the look of that, and on balance, Mike, I think the styling, the look trumps the safety features on that. I'm
Careful with the word Trump there. You can't, don't
no
use
pun
that.
intended, but I like that, Mike. For the aesthetics, I think forget about the safety. I like it.
Okay.
Now this, no,
We're going to put a question mark on this one, Patrick.
sure. I mean, Al Qaeda has been given a bad rap over the years, but in the age of Corona, it seems that they have a few sort of advantages, or sort of the jihadi look, if you will. Now this could work. This is a good solution, but it's going to probably require additional hardware. If you want to get the full authentic,
And scare the virus away.
yeah, with
Yeah.
a vest, a belt, or possibly a Kalashnikov. So the jury's out on this, Mike. The jury's out. A lot of
Okay.
potential, though. A lot of potential, and for fashion, it gets a big thumbs up.
Well, this face mask isn't working very well.
No, it isn't, and
So that's getting an X there.
she's surprised, shocked, and excited all at the same time. I wonder why that could be. Maybe she's just seen Corona.
But there is a type of face mask that we have been told, although I haven't verified this information, has been doing the rounds of Westminster. It's this one.
Well, yes, that's right. So this is from newsthump, actually.com. And if you look closely, that is Michael Gove behind that GIMP mask.
But unfortunately, that has to get an X, Patrick, because it's not preventing breathing through the nose, and it's and there's a zip on the mouth as well, which could be used inefficiently or incorrectly.
It could. Plus, it's just completely unsightly and disturbing. So it fails on the safety side, and it also fails on the aesthetic side. So definitely, we're not going to endorse that.
But things in Plymouth aren't looking very good.
No, and just on our way to the studio here, and I can't tell you how many of these I passed on the ground, and there's just something disturbing about seeing these everywhere. So the whole masks have become like additional rubbish. You see them floating in the ocean. We see them on the side of the road. They're basically everywhere. People are just throwing them on the ground.
Yeah.
So it's just more rubbish, more trash. So it's kind of disgusting, but